is Chubby, and welcome back to Game 2 of the OPT tonight, brought to you by yours truly and Mrs. Crit. Oof, my voice is a little off here. This will be another 4-round contest, at least, between dabbing Doomfist and Zed F. Both teams that have had a rough start to the season, but hopefully can bounce back here in the coming weeks. So let's see here. Let me just post the link, and we can get the audience watching. Alrighty, so we have these two very interesting teams here. Some of our newest teams and overall length in the league here. Zed F under new management this season, courtesy of CM Punk. Doing a great job as a cap so far. On dabbing side, we have Zachary, which just took over at the start of the season as well. These two captains showing some good work here with their teams early on in the season. But as we enter the end of stage 1, week 3, only one of them can take home a victory. So one of these teams will go home 1-2, the other 0-3. As soon as we get confirmation from both teams, we'll start the battle for the first one of the season. So let's see. Alright. Both teams are ready. So here we go. As soon as it gets started, map 1, Hanamura, Zed F versus dabbing. 0-0 right now. Let's see what both of these teams can pull out here on our first map of 4. Sweet Jesus, hold on, I'm gonna turn off my AC because it's cold AF. Whew, okay, there we go. So Hanamura, we've seen time and time again, is a very tricky map to attack, especially second point. For the most part, it's either a map where a team can extremely snowball, like we've seen earlier today, or it's a map where point 2 is a living nightmare to take over on the attack. Either way, both teams bring a lot of firepower in their lineups and can definitely do a lot of damage. So let's see what they can pull out here on attack and defense here of Hanamura. So at least right now, looking at what the teams are running in spawns, we have a Reinzar, Hammond triple tank, along with, of course, oh no, we're seeing triple tank, triple support. Don't call me out if I'm wrong, but that's goats, correct? I hope. Please say I'm saying that right. If not, don't hurt me. Oh, triple tank, like triple dive tank, especially. That's an interesting combo. On the side of dabbing Doomfist, we're seeing the Ryan, Zarya, Brig, of course, with a Moira as well as the main heals. With a Reaper Torbjorn combo. Always love to see the Torbjorn come out on this map. Torb is best DPS. Let's go. So it does look like, never mind, we will see the Ryan, Zarya, Hammond triple tank here on the side of Zed F. Not a bad strategy, a lot of bulk and a good bit of maneuverability, especially with the Hammond. Hammond busting through the front door. Getting a bit of ult charge. Getting a nice start as, very aggressive push here by Zed. Already going to point, fight on the point between Torbjorn and the Moira. As Bolter's firing away at the choke. His team trying to keep them out. And there you go, first pick falling in favor of dabbing. On the side, getting death, but no. Slasher getting a pick of his own, and Silent Monkey getting another. So, there you go, dabbing, building some momentum here, getting 3 as they knock back their opponents. Nice first hold by them, as, Arson's running low, gonna get healed up though. Just having the Hammond swinging around in the choke there. As we will see Zed F make their second attempt here. Oh, getting very aggressive at pushing in. Shatter getting at least 1. As Coalescence also coming out here on the side of dabbing. 3 more picks on their point. Death getting at least 1 before going or backing out. Never mind. Eventually eliminated. Team wipe there. All 6 going back to spawn on the side of ZF. It does look like they are now swapping off the triple tank, going to a Junkrat Pharah combo. Mercy coming out as well, keeping the Reinzar though. Not a bad combo. Pharmacy is always great, but you still have the Torb, which can sort of deal with the Pharah, but kind of can't. We'll see. Ooh, nice pin though. Ooh, beautiful pin coming in the small little room. Grab coming out at choke. They're gonna get 1, 2. Dabbing keeping a strong hold here of the choke, not giving them any space to work with. On the side of Zed, you gotta wonder what they're thinking here, as they do have 2 tank ults and rally. They're probably trying to farm up one of their DPS. See how that works, as Arson pulling out the rally here. Zed pushing it on rally. Junkrat mines separating. Shatter getting 1. Grab going out as well on Zachary. Zachary is dead, but Molten Core coming out with the Reaper doing a good bit of damage. Coalescence as well. So many ults flying out here. Oh my, but Bolter getting a pick and is eliminated. Shemzen getting 1. Shatter by Monkey. Not gonna get none, as it looks like Zed may have advantage here. Nick blowing up the Riptire there just to clear the point, as Zed with a little over a minute left here when they capture the point. We'll move on to point 2 of Hanamura. We'll say very nice play on both sides here entering the second point. You do have Barrage on the side of Zed, while on the side of Dabbing you have the Death Blossom, both very powerful DPS ults, both capable of shifting against momentum in a heartbeat. But here we go, both teams fighting up in the top right corridor of the map. Zed just pushing straight through, no regard for anything as death. Ooh, eliminated, so is Nick, both by the Reaper. Rest coming out on death though, as we're going to see double Rhine charges. Monkey though, bubbled. Nice play by Zachary. They're getting a bunch of charge. I do think we'll see Zed. Looks like they're trying to regroup a bit outside that top right door. Let's see what they can pull off here. Looks like we're seeing Colin fly around a bit to the top left part of the map. Getting the Bolter on the Soldier. Flanking around here is Colin. 2 picks in favor of Zed here. But Monkey gonna at least take out the opposing tank. Coalescence coming out on the part of Dabbing. See what Chimson can do here. Barrage coming out. Oh, we have the Blossom getting 2. Zachary and Chimson make it 4. My goodness, there's a lot of things coming out in all kinds of different places. But we will see Dabbing keep hold of this second point. Alright, we are seeing Nick swapping once again from the Junkrat to the Genji. Let's see what they can pull off here. Fighting coming on outside. First pick of this brawl falls to Powlett. Make it the first 2. That Brig going on a rampage is going to push up the opponents, as Bolter will eliminate Nick. That's definitely going to be a back out. Both teams coming in with at least 3 ults. Bolter should be able to get his to even it up at 4. Kind of wondering how you take advantage here. You do have Grav, Shatter, Valkyrie, and Coalescence. All very powerful ults in their own right. Oh, here you go. Pushing top left corridor. Grabs out, getting 2. Shatter getting 2 as well on the side of Dabbing. Both are pulling sights as well. That'll be 4 total here. Oh, never mind. Make it 5 eliminations here. Never mind, a full team wipe on the side of Dabbing. So far on both points of defense, they have held strong. Not giving up so much as an inch until a bunch of ults came in the first point. But as of right now, they do hold the advantage. Here we go. Looks like they're going to have 3 of theirs go mid here on the side of Zed. Oh, pulling Valkyrie as well. Here we go. Fights on the point. Oh, Grav coming out by Dabbing. It gets 2. Going to eliminate both. So both tanks are out of the picture. Colin, though, gonna get at least one pick on Bolter. Nice play. As once again, strong hold here by dabbing. I will say, though, that push looked a little stronger from Zed. They do have 3 ults coming into this one. And of course, we know how fast that coalescence can build up, especially in the middle of a brawl. Here we go. Attempt 2 at pushing down mid by Zed F. Charge from Monkey from up top. Gonna miss, even though the Ryan's bubbled anyway. Both charges have been used. Fight breaking out once again on point. Shatter by Death, getting 2. High Noon gonna get 3. Huge play by Colin there. All that's left is Bolter. Never mind. Bolter's charged. Chimson eliminated by Desar. And no matter how fast those respawns come, it's gonna be over. As Zed, with a little under a minute left, will get point number 2 here on Hanamura attack. Whew. There we go. Alright, now we get to see Dabbing take their first crack at it here on the Hanamura attack. I'm wondering what the plot on the offense here. I will say, though, I like that pick palette. There you go, picking the Symmetra. Attack Symmetra could be interesting. Could definitely be an interesting thing. Let's see what we see. Pull up a Bastion Sim combo. Some interesting DPS choices. I wondered if those are just spawn room picks or if they'll actually try to push this first point with it. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Sim can help get people to weird places. Imagine a Bastion top left window on Hanamura firing down on your shields as your Rhine barrels through, disrupting everyone. Could possibly work. Definitely would be a weird strat, but it can work. On the side of Zed F, though, looks like we're going to see almost an identical comp to what they had attacking the mid part of point 1. Junkrat, Czar, Rhine, Mercy, only swapping in the Reaper here, along with a Brig. Very nice, solid defensive lineup. Very good at the brawl. Of course, you also get the range with the Junkrat. Very nice picks. This game is also, once again, though, sponsored by that same water company from the last. Because, Jesus, my throat is already sore, yeah. But, no, they are actually going to run the Bastion Sim with a Rhine Pog. Okay, yep. There you go. Yep, putting the Bastion top left, like I'm saying. They are going to try to make this work. Sim's already down. Both tanks, along with Chimson, jumping up on the top left as well to help defend the Bastion. Not a bad strategy at all. But Chimson eating a fire strike to the face. Ryan's shield is down as Bolter on the Bastion is going to keep firing away. It's working, though. Hyperkill gets a pick here. He's going to try to push back in as the Bastion is going to fight in front of the payload, or in front of the choke now. They do have a slight edge on the picks. There you go, pulling out the Sim turrets. And Monkey coming in from the top rope. Gonna boop someone, not get a kill, though. Bolter and Hyper already behind their opponents here on Zed F using the Sim teleporters, and it's working. I can't believe it. Colin, the only one left here on point for Zed, fighting 3. Off the map he goes by a boop. Nick here on the Junker just gonna try to. Well, it looked like he was gonna try to stall, but no. Dabbing Doomfist with some interesting tactics here on Hanamura attack. Gonna have 6 minutes to push second point. And I almost guarantee here they're gonna wait. Yep, there you go. They're gonna teleport Bastion Sim, everyone across the gap onto the left side high ground. That is a smart idea. Gonna push completely left side, going to force them to drop to point. But this does give your Bastion some of the safest positioning he can have here. Oh, there is a teleporter leading up to where the Reaper is. Kind of an interesting fight here. There is a Riptire floating around somewhere. There it is, going up where the Bastion was. Instead, though, takes out the Hog. So all you got left is Hyper and Silent running for their lives, it seems. There goes Silent with the mine. Looks like we could. Never mind. Lucio Booping to try to escape. So close. Not gonna get out of that one. So looking at this second push here, they're gonna try it again with the same lineup. They have 3 ults, almost 5. The same token though, so does Zed F. Rally is pretty easy to get up, and so is Tire, so they could have all 6. Here we go. Vulture going tank mode. Eliminated quickly by the Junkrat. Maybe that was intentional to swap off. I'm almost... But Shatter gets 2. Monkey and Chimson down on the Shatter. Whole Hog coming out though by Zachary. Gonna get 1. Gonna be eliminated by the Brig. Still got a pick though. And we were correct. Vulture is coming off the Bastion to play the Soldier now. Trying to give them a little bit more DPS. Maybe. Or just go a little bit more high ground focused. I don't know what they're... I do think switching off the Bastion was the right choice though. Especially with the Junkrat that can spam down the damage. Howlet also swapping off to a Brig. So we're going to see more of a Brawl-esque comp here on the side of dabbing. Let's see what they can do. They push in against 5 ults. Okay, beat drop coming out early in the fight here. We have Coalescent Shatter. So that's 3 of their ults. Oh, there you go. They got 3 picks. That's not bad at all. There you go. But it's 3 and 3, and they are taking the point. There you go. That's not bad. Zachary helping melt out the Junkrat. The Reinhardt just kind of staying there. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Both of them are down. Both tanks are down by Vulture. Darth flying around the point, just kind of contesting as Blaze comes back in. Res out on Death, as we're going to see a charge in by Monkey. Here you go. Respawns are coming back in. Let's see what Zed can do here, if they can hold, or if we'll see Dabbing take it. Pick a piece as Vulture goes down. However, Death is also down. Silent Monkey swinging away before he's blown away. This one's pretty even at this point. Both teams have about the same number. However, of course, Zed has the spawn advantage and will use it to its fullest. Still have 3 minutes here on the clock for dabbing as they regroup. Trying to take second point, Hanamura. We'll say very strong defense here on the side of Zed. Have not given up a tick. Nearly did, but they haven't. As Nick's tires coming out through the window. And Vulture picked off at the start of this fight. Fight hasn't even begun. That's what makes Riptire a strong tool, but they will still continue to push in, it seems. Gonna go for the 5v6. They do have both their tank ults though. So we'll see what they can pull here. Okay, there you go. All of their people are getting back in. Nick just firing away from the right side. Bringing some pressure to Dabbing as they come in. Grabs out, getting 3. Charge gets none. We do have Dragon Blade out though. Already got 1. There goes 2 from the Genji. No, not gonna make it 3 though, as 4 picks, 1 res. That's 3. Shatter by Zed will get Chimson. So they do lose some of their healing there. But it looks like it's not gonna matter, as we will see Dabbing get a tick here. However, all the respawns are coming back in. You're not gonna last very long with only 2 people and no healer. There you go, Zachary just trying to run, getting caught by Slasher and Arson. We will see Hyper though find a way to slip his way on out. So Dabbing here, they got a tick. Always the best way to get it going here. You just gotta get 2 more to tie and go on to round 3 and 4. Let's see what they can do here. At this point, I honestly think you just push mid. I mean, they have so much advantage on the high ground that they have a really brawly comp. And if you're forcing yourself to get into tight quarters with a brawl comp, it's not going to end very well for you. Here we go, Nick with the Riptire. Grab as well. Triple by Nick. And Slasher picking up a pair himself. As Death will also get a kick. As we saw the teabag by Darth there. Rip. I mean, Nick, huge tire, eliminating any chance they had of a fair fight there. Those tires, man, they can really change the course of a fight. One that you thought was easily winnable suddenly becomes 5-2 and you're down. Rip. But here you go. Pushing straight to point is dabbing. They will get another tick. Attack Visor coming out from lower bridge, getting one. As we're going to see Dragon Blade come out. Shatter as well on the side of Zed. Let's see what comes out of all these ults. Rally as well. But here we go. The fight's kind of even here as Hyper and Chimson fighting for their lives on a point. Chimson eliminated. Monkey coming back to the point, just trying to fight. But see, we got one, technically two on the Blossom. Just one going to Colin. Dabbing will end getting 2 ticks. Let's see. As Hammond is trying to stall it out for a little bit. There you go, stalled into overtime. Let's see what Dabbing can do here. Violet on the point as the Brig. Blown away by the Tsar. Chimson caught in a trap. However, we will see Vulture get to the point there on the Junkrat. Brawling taking place. Another res by Darth. Gonna bring this fight back up into Zed's favor with a full 6. As Nick ended the game there with a nice double and a fat shatter by Death, sorry. Will claim map 1 for Zed F. Oof, my throat is dry. Oof. So, a very competitive first map here on Hanamura between these two teams. Yet, ladies and gentlemen, that's only the beginning. Next map on the block is, of course, I forgot for a second, King's Row. There you go. I should remember this. We just had a game like 30 minutes ago. So we're gonna see if we have some substitutions. Oof. So let's see. We are gonna start looking. One of the most competitive points of Hanamura I believe we've seen this whole first stage. Very, very close to the wire. However, we're going to see, looks like we have no subs on the side of Dabbing. We're going to have no subs on either side. So, as soon as we're ready to go, we will be entering a map to King's Row, with the map total leaning in favor of Zed F. But in the meantime, I will say we got some new faces on these teams. Actually, Vulture traded from Zed to Dabbing at some point. Very interesting on that part. And these two teams actually have a trade worked out for Monday. In fact, I believe. Let me make sure on. No, I think I messed up the teams, but we'll see. I'm bad at remembering things off the top of my head. I can't find the trade channel. There it is. I'm good at finding things. Yes, these two teams do have a trade in the works, scheduled for Monday to go through. Chimson will be moving to ZF, so he's playing his future team.
I'm sorry, today. I was away. Are we ready to start King's Row, or do we need subs?
Both teams are ready. No subs on either side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on to King's Row.
Yes, and like I was saying, Chimson will eventually be a member of ZF starting Monday. Kind of an interesting thing here that his last game is against his future team. Kind of an interesting thing to point out there. Kind of reminds me of the championship game of last season where we had DJ Prince playing his last game on Twisted before being on Metal before being drafted to Twisted. It was a very interesting dynamic there in that game. But King's Row, once again, one of the maps that the weirdest things can work on. And with Dabbing pulling out the attack sim and Bastion on Hanamura, I'm very surprised, or very excited to see what they can pull out here on this second map. So let's see, looks like coming out of spawn we will see, at least on the side of Dabbing, looks like we will see the Symmetra again here on the defense, along with the McCree. Interesting pairing there on the DPS. We'll see Diva, Rhine, Moira, Mercy going double main healers. Not a bad supportive choice here. On the side of Zed, looks like we're seeing a little bit of everything here. We got a Rhine, Diva, we have a Genji, Zen, Widow, Moira. Wondering if that Widow's going to stick around or if we're going to just see a quick pick, attempt, and swap. We'll find out pretty shortly. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First attack of King's Row. 1-0 favor of Zed F. Let's see what these teams can do. Alright, Widow's already taking a shot. Let's see. Still hanging up there, trying to get a nice pick. However, we are seeing Dabbing playing around the corner of the hotel, closing off the sight lines. There you go, Nick getting on the opposite balcony, trying to get some Widow shots in. McCree on the high ground now, dude. This is a sim. Zed F going around to the high ground. Maybe trying to flank behind their opponents. We'll see. Let's say Nick's not doing too bad there on the Widow. Already have 50% of the ult. Ooh, 2 big picks early there by Zed. Zagger getting the res though. Gonna bring Monkey back to the fight. However, Bolter removed from mech and destroyed by Slasher. So here we go. We got a brawl breaking out of the point. Let's see who can take this one. Silent getting Darth out of here. Nice shatter, getting 2. Both downed members removed from the fight. All that remains is Silent and Colin. Oh, never mind. The surprise McCree by Hype. And it looks like Dabbing will hold here on this first brawl of the defense. However, they do got a couple of theirs still coming back. So we're going to see where that leads. Dash pushing on to the point. Actually getting full presence here. Silent diving down with Bolter. Kind of coordinated dive. We have Bout coming out on Dabbing's side. Dragon Blade Shatter by Death. Gonna knock down at least one. Gonna get the point, but Silent back on the point again. Res for the second time. Trans out by Slash. Ooh, and a nice charge by Death. But Zachary just gonna kind of try to stall for a little bit. You know, very valiant effort there on his part, but Zed F will be moving the payload here in the first corner part of my brain broke. Oh, King's Row. There you go. My brain's just today just randomly I'm trying to think here. My brain's in 27 different places at the moment. This is the big part where Brawl will definitely help you push through. I mean, they're very tight corridors. Of course, the amazing Fine Bookstore. Let's see what ZF can do here as they now have pulled out the Junkrat. And that symbol just going to block all the Junkrat shots. Alrighty, there you go. Point contested here by Monkey. They're all pushing in. We have a nice little brawl brewing around the bookstore. Trying to play around this corner is the best thing you could do. Silent just pushing straight through the shield saying, no, forget you, I'm going to swing away and get me some charge. 3, about to make it 4 ults on the side of Zed. Oh! Quadra Shatter. Diva Bomb flying in as well, going to get 1 by Bolter. Chimps are going to make it 2. However, Dabbing did lose their main tank on Silent, but let's see if they can push him back. Yep, there you go. Bolter getting another one. Arson and Darth trying to get back. Nope. Darth knocked out a mech. Dabbing just keep pushing up. But Zachary removed from the fight there by Slasher on the Zenyatta. I will say, no matter what your comp is, a Zen is never a bad choice for the most part. Literally, Discord and Trans make Zen a very good pick. As oof. Diva removed from mech, make it basically 2 kills from the tire. Slasher coming in once again, finishing off those that are low. Oh, Deal Bomb flying in. Gonna get 2 by Darth. Beautiful play. That should give Zed clear passage into corner number 3. Or about part 3 of King's Row. Also pulling out the Reaper here is Nick. Kind of an interesting choice. Junkrat, Reaper, very high burst damage. Just gonna break through the shield, I think, is their plan. Gonna go Pilot, getting a hyper kill on the high ground there on McCree, to teleporter. They're gonna fight the Diva up there. While that's going on though, payload's still getting pushed, and it looks like Dabbing's getting knocked back a bit. Another nice shatter by Death, getting 2. Rip Silent, main tank once again for Dabbing down. Death going on a rampage, getting 3. Being the bearer of death. Make it 4. Oof, and that high noon blocked by a shield and eaten by a defense matrix. Oh my lord. A little overkill, but it gets them the point. Let's see. Map, or not map 2. Map 2, yeah, this is map 2. Jeez, my brain's all over the place. I might need more water. But here we go. King's Row attack here for Zed F. Let's see what they can pull out here. At least on the assemble screen at the moment, we're going to see a triple dive once again with a Torbjorn. Never mind, better movement Torbjorn, but Lucio, Reaper. I kind of want to see what the one to bring out here. There you go. Moira's in, triple dive tanks, and a Reaper. Very interesting comp here by Dabbing. Oh, there's a Torbjorn again. Yay, go Torbjorn. On the side of Zed, we're going to see the Zenyatta, of course, after that. Like, that Zenyatta knows how to murder people. I would keep it. Well, we have the Reaper once again with a Orisa Diva combo. Also pulling out the Junkrat to help out with the DPS and the Mercy. Trans and Valk combined can be one of the deadly support combos in the game. Literally power boost while your whole team is almost invulnerable for 6 seconds. Yet a lot of damage can be poured out there. We are going to see the Widow, but hyper swapping off the Torb to a Reaper makes me sad. But they are still going with the triple dive though, with Moira's in. Never mind, Bolter swapping off the Winston to go Pharah. Point, but here we go, Zed playing the high ground game here, top left of point. Shield getting broken, hyper getting deep out of mech anyway. Both divas out of mech actually. There you go, Dabbing taking the point. They will get a tick, however, 2 kills have fallen in Zed, make it 4 picks in Zed's favor, as that will knock Dabbing back to the spawn room. However, they quickly got 2 or a tick. Very nice play by them, and they still have plenty of time to get back in there and get 2 more. Let's see what Dabbing can do here. Pushing back in with the Rhine now. They are going a more conventional 2-2-2. Once again pushing the point, but Arson's going to be the only thing that stops him. Eliminated by the Fire Strike. Nick has gone the Junkrat though to spam lots of damage into that shield. Of course with the Reaper, that's going to be scary. So get out. But no, hyper picking off Nick. Only one left on point is Death. Bullied by 4. Darth looked like maybe going for a res or maybe just a stall, couldn't tell. Colin and the backlines of Dabbing trying to get something done. Will be quickly eliminated, but that's not going to stop Arsa from getting back in and trying to do more damage. No, he is eliminated swiftly. Dabbing will quickly take that payload and start moving it down the streets of London. I will say, the little Reaper dance back here on the back lines by Hyper there. Little ceremonial teabag. I'm kind of confused what that was, but it's interesting to say the least, and he's still going. I love it, but let's see. Already fighting around the bookstore, leaving one back on the payload. Not a bad idea. You can get a bit aggressive and push up. Oh, Riptire coming from the back lines. Oof, going right past Hyper. Saying hello to his fallen comrades there. As that's 3 picks quickly. 4, 5, and 6 in the favor of Zed. All that momentum from a moment ago has been shot down a bit. No snowballing here, says Zed. I will say though, we will see, rip Zachary getting picked early. Ultra as well, the pharmacy out of the sky. As both teams coming up on a lot of ults. Looks like Dabbing will be able to have 6. Almost entering this next fight. Nick, we don't know how Junkrat tires, how fast they go. They should easily be able to get 6 as well before this fight's over. Shims are firing away. Death Blossom on the back line is gonna get Shimson, so that'll knock out one of their supports. Minefield out. Gonna just bounce. Oof, gonna get 1. Death is gonna be knocked out by Vulture, which is gonna end up with a double. Silent getting a pick or 2. As the Diva Bomb coming out, getting none. And before he can even get back in the mech, he is deleted. So there you go, Dab is going to have a nice little bit of room to just push the payload. They still got 3 ults, both teams do. Both teams still saving trans. Of course, that's the big one. If you can draw out the opponent's trans and keep a big DPS ult around, so it's the best strategy. But here you go. 3 ults coming out on the side of Zed. Barrage coming in. No, not going to get anybody. Going to damage the shield a good bit. Zachary though, nice pick on the Mercy, getting Nick. But we will see Dabbing backed up around the bookstore corner once again. We'll say they still have 2 ults, and then another 3 that are halfway. So they got a pretty good arsenal building up here. Zed is kind of has less ult economy at the moment, as they only have 1 ult, which is trans of course, but it can stop a lot. And McCree is their second closest. So I'm kind of interested to see what Dabbing can do here with the ults they have. It looks like they won't even need 1. Never mind. Trans coming out there on the payload as Hyper. Looked like he was trying to set up for a nice play. Both trans coming out here. Hyper going to get 1 pick with the Blossom. Silent going to get 1 using the power of the hammer. And 3. It only takes 3 picks to take the payload 2.3. However, they're going to start a little bit of stagger. Oh, a little bit more than a little stagger. However, of course, we do know spawn advantage can come into play here on this point, as Zed F spawn is really, really close to the point. However, even if Dabbing do get this point, they'll have a time disadvantage. However, that hasn't stopped teams before. See, Silent, nice pick. High Nude coming out by Colin. Gets 3! Both supports and 1 of your DPS right out of the game again. Beautiful play by Colin. Yeah, nope, that cut out any chances the team had there of getting a push finish. So let's see what we see Dabbing do here. Hammond flying high in the sky, getting up on the high ground, firing down from above. Silent Shatter, gonna get 2. None followed up on though. Instead, Zed getting 2 plus Death. Gonna finish off both supports in the back lines for a triple. Both are just fighting for survival. Nope. We were gonna finish that real quick. All of a sudden, we're seeing some swaps here on the side of Dabbing. Swapping to Zarya and Junkrat. Maybe to help get some more damage on the shield. And of course, grab tires, never a bad thing. Never mind, they are going to swap to the Diva. All the while we see Nick just chilling in the background. Tire flying in. Another double. Nothing but big tires from Nick today. Doubles and triples for days from this man. Proud. Oof, and Slasher just going to knock the opposing Diva out of mech. Here we go. Dabbing pushing back in. They still have two ults. They have Valk and Barrage. Gonna have Trans pretty soon. Over on the side of Zed, they also have Trans, but on top of it, Coalescence and High Noon. Okay, Valk push. Valk popped on the push in. Let's see what they can do with this. It should give them a little bit of health to try to push and maybe get a couple picks. We'll see. Instead, Zed playing it smart, backing out, not allowing themselves to be hit. Just leaving their shield tank up at the front to take some damage. Trans will not be seeing use this fight, however, as Nick kills Chimson, but Vulture will get Nick. Barrage! Justice runs from above and gets the Zenny, so neither Trans is coming out this fight. Over Vulture, res back up on the high ground. Reptire coming out by Hyper, getting one on death. There you go, their main tank is out of the way. Calling another nice play on Vulture as Zed pulling Trans High Noon. High Noon trying to get him off the point, not going to work, but Dabbing do lose Zachary on the Mercy as a triple shatter. Quadra shatter, my bad. Silent going to get two of his own on the shatter, but no follow-up it seems. Pallet just chilling under the payload there. Not going to be enough as Dabbing will lose map 2 as well to Zed F. Very close fight once again. Nearly taking it all the way. They were so close. But of course, Colin getting the play of the game on the beautiful... Never mind, this wasn't even one of his high noons. This was him right at the end of the game, stopping the charge. That would eventually lead to their ultimate victory. So after 2 maps, Zed leads the series 2-0. We'll say we've seen some beautiful gameplay here so far. Hold on, give me a second. Ah, there we go. Both teams playing extremely well. These matchups have been really close throughout. And now we go to the big map, at least from my point of view so far, watching these games. Lijiang. Lijiang has been known to turn games around for people. And I will say so far, my MVP going into the second half of this game is probably going to be Colin or Slasher on the side of Zed F. Slasher on the Zenyatta has been huge for his team. Just staying on par with the DPS even when it comes to damage. Colin as well doing great on his end of the DPS, getting huge high noons. Can't forget Nick as well. Fat tires all over the place. Beautiful plays by them. On the side of Dabbing, we're seeing a good bit of work getting done by Silent Monkey on the Rhine. Being pretty aggressive, getting just enough picks to help his team out and helping his team push forward. Along with Chimson getting a bunch of healing done, keeping his team sustained in most of these fights. Alrighty, let's see. Both teams now ready, which should lead us on into map 3, Lijiang Tower. Score 2-0 in favor of Zed F. I kind of want to see how this stuff works.
Now arriving at Lijiang
Tower. Okay, so unlike the last game, I remember what this one's called. This one is the Night Market or Food Shack Central. Here we go. We're gonna see. We've seen a lot of weird stuff pulled on this map as well. Specifically, I remember seeing a couple of teams run dive on this map. We've seen, or specifically at this point, we've seen a lot of dive. Of course, the Pharah can work really well with the higher, a bit with the ceiling. That's a bit of a cutoff, but all the different angles you can get as a Pharah are really good here. And of course, any kind of big brawly comps work really well on control, which is usually why you run a Reaper. It looks like we're going to see from Zed. On their side, actually, they're going to be running a Reaper Tracer combo, one to harass the back, maybe both. Or even then, never mind, Colin. Looks like going to the Pharah. Of course, running Rhines are Brig. The holy trinity of destruction there. On the side of Dabbing, looks like a hybrid mix of Brawl Dive. As we'll see Diva, Winston, and Tracer from the Dive, and then kind of a more brawlish style coming from Moira, Brig, and Reaper. We'll see how these two teams compete on the point, especially since if that Reaper can find your Winston very quickly, it usually does not end well for them. So let's see. Monkey pushing forward, trying to get aggressive. There you go. Pallet trying to get the first stun off, getting a bit of damage. First to go was Arson in this brawl. However, we have a couple of battles going on here. Tracer battle won by Nick, and Silent taking out the opposing Brig, so they have no heals on the side of Zed. There you go. Dabbing taking advantage, pushing on in. Rip Death. As Dabbing will take control of the night market first. I will say that was a beautifully constructed attack there, but there you go. Zed trying to regroup. Going front side, pushing in the front. Of course, you just got Bolter trying to tickle people to get some ult charge. That's what they're doing. They're just tickling people right there. Already a pulse bomb out on the side of Zachary. Not going to get anybody, though. Pallet out of this one. There goes Bolter. That's 2 picks in favor of Zed. Let's see what they can do. I'll make it 3 by Darth. 4, 5. Never mind, just 4, because I was counting the mech. Haha. Zed quickly gaining their first take of Night Market. Alrighty, so Dabbing, they got 2 picks. Oh, there's Zachary just chilling around there on the outside. Both teams have at least 2 ults. Zed, on the other hand, have 5. Dabbing do have 3 that are very, very close. However, they could get this fight. Let's see. Yeah, Bolter getting primal right from that. Let's see what they can do. Silent diving in. Diva Bomb going high in the sky. Not going to get any. Grav coming in, getting both tanks on the side of Dabbing. Nothing happening there. We do have a Death Blossom that's stunned out. Shatter getting 1. And Coalescence as well getting fired off. All kinds of ults. Ooh, and it looks like in this battle of ult supremacy, we will see Zed F prevail. And already they have 3, almost 4 of their ults, nearly back to half. That is pretty good. You used a lot of ults. Both teams did, actually. Just winning that fight will definitely help you keep the ult advantage. However, Hyper still is holding on to that Death Blossom. That could always change a fight if it comes out in the most weird places. Zachary, though, swapping to the Hanzo. Really nothing to combos, or maybe just a clear point. We'll see. But here you go. Both teams pushing in. Let's see what Vulture can do here. Helping lead the charge on the Rhine. Oh, Pallet getting some nice hits in on Slasher on the Czar. Death Blossom on the back lines by Hyper. Not going to get anybody but Silent Monkey. Getting a couple. And the Vulture as well off the Shatter. That was 3 picks coming, or 3 ults coming out on the side of Dabbing, and they will take back control of the point. However, I will say, it looks like we've hit that point here where if Zed F takes the point one more time, it's almost game over. Like, literally, I don't think that we would be able to see Dabbing recover fast enough when it's at 90%. We're going to have to wait and see. But Zachary, early pick on the opposing Reaper. Nice play getting him out of the way. So it's a 5v6 entering the point. There you go. Bolter getting super aggressive, firing at a point. Dragons coming from behind, getting the... Oh my god, the Brig and the Zarya on the Storm Edo. Gonna give Dabbing some breathing room here. As they will... Ooh, there you go. And they're gonna stagger out Arson as well. So they'll be entering this next fight with 3 ults. Zed has 5, including both DPS ults and a Grav. And of course, Rally as well. Hyper just kind of doing his little kneeling dance here in front of the Snow Reaper. Beautiful. I love it. Here we go. Both teams hitting that 90% mark. This brawl right here could determine the winner of the game. We go. Rally coming out. Shatter out. Diva Bomb as well. Coalescence. All kinds of things are coming out. Oh, the Blossom out on point. Gonna only get 1. Arson's Coalescence will get another, but that's not going to be enough here for Zed to keep this map. They are eliminated, as we will see map 1 of Lijiang head to dabbing. So here you go. They're getting ready for map 2. They win this, it becomes 2-1. If not, which means, Jesus, my head went blank for a second. Ah, yes, 2-1. That means this game has the potential of going to a map 5. Jesus, I am sorry, I'm so out of it at the moment, ladies and gents. But let's see what Zed F can come up with here.
What's the score so far, Chubbs?
So far, the score is 2-0 entering Lijiang. Dabbing won first map.
What? Oh, it's 2-0. Okay, yeah.
2-0.
Who?
Zed. Dabbing won
Zed,
first
okay.
map of Lijiang, though. Yeah. So here we go. Will Lijiang be able to make it a 2-1 game, or will ZF force us to go to the last map of Lijiang, which will be Garden, which I now know from the earlier game. Thank you, all you commenters. I saw those comments. Thank you. So let's see. Big brawl breaking out of the point. Pilot diving on in, getting a nice little stun. Woo. Chim's already pretty high on his ult. We're seeing a lot of plays coming out. First pick, though, falls in favor of Zed. However, it's not going to stay that way long, as Hyper evening up the odds here for his team. And Silent following suit. Chimson pulling Coalescence already. That was really fast. I mean, Coalescence is one of the fastest gainable ults in the game. Zed will pick off Darth. However, oh, and Bolter will finish Arson. We go getting a bit of stagger.
Chimson already back to 32% on his ult after that Coalescence finished.
That's what people forget about the Moira. As long as you stay in a tight group comp, such as a brawl comp, that Coalescence will be popping up so often. It is a scary, scary ult to deal with. Let's see here. Looks like ZF's going to have about 5 ults entering this next fight. They're very good at saving ults. Dragon's coming out. A tire coming out by Zachary, getting Darth again. No sound barrier. Dragons will get nothing, as Death will get a nice pick on the Brig. Then is swiftly annihilated. Nick jumping on the Genji, trying to run away from the Moira. You know, just leads him into a Reaper, which gets him murdered by Chimson. Anyway. Here you go, though. Both teams looking pretty even when it comes to ults. Zed does have 5 at the moment. However, 3 of Dabbings are so close. It's basically 5 for them as well. Let's do another big brawl breaking out on the point. Diva Bomb going high. Coalescence out as well. Oh, Death stunned at the last second. That's going to end up killing him. Grab out by Zed. Shatter out by Dabbing. Coalescence out on both sides. Hyper getting a double on the Blossom. Make it a triple, though, with the extra shot. Just Genji, Diva, Hanzo. Oh, and there's the Rhine coming back in for Zed. Let's see how this matchup turns around. Death's gonna get silent, so that leaves Hyper alone. Never mind, his team is coming in to save him. Let's see what can happen here. Pallet getting the rally, Shatter, and Dragons. That's a double for Colin. Beautiful teamwork there. As no matter what, even if Dabbing loses point now, they're at the point of no return. Literally, they get this point again, they win this game, or this map. I didn't know dragons lasted that long, but they're just flying off in the distance, randomly in the background. So, Dabbing gonna try to push back in. They're pretty close to 2 ults. The other 4 are about halfway. They got a decent chance of getting most of those ults in this fight, depending on how long it goes. Pallet caught in a trap and is destroyed by Nick, jumping back to the Junkrat. Yeah, that is something to be feared. With all the big tires he's been getting this game, I wouldn't be scared. Zachary pulling the tire! A triple! Nice play. Both Junkrats today showing off their tire expertise. As Dabbing will be pushing their opponents off the point. There you go. And they will take it back. There you go. Overtime. Zed's got to find a way back on the point, or it is 2-1. There you go. Darth getting on the point. Diva Bomb flying out in front of the point. Not going to get any. Shatter on the side of Zed. Getting 1. Oh, this brawl's breaking out on the point. Let's see who will win this. Hyper and the back lines as he's getting melted by Coalescence there. Gonna just kind of wraith away, hoping that'll keep him alive. Keeps them fighting on the point as well, just getting back as the rest of their team are trying to push back in. However, Zed will take back the point. Zachary gonna swap off to a Pharah, maybe just get some air superiority there. And I mean, even with Storm Arrow, should have an edge on the Hanzo, we'll see. But Hyper does have the Death Blossom. We do see Bolter closing in. Oof. Chim's in there getting deleted by Nick. But Shatter's close, Rally's close. They're really close to Coalescence. And Zachary. Shatter gonna get one, gonna get Darth. Ooh, but instead Hyper on point, gonna get two. Both supports as well for Zed. Their tanks that are left have no heals. So any DPS they can do here will be pretty much permanent. Let's see what they can do to get this Rhine off. There you go. Zachary eliminates the Rhine. Tyre coming in. Knocking Silent out of mech, but that's not going to stop. Dabbing as they'll pull Rally and Coalescence here just to try to get the point back. Let's see. Charge by Bolter into the enemy team's back line. As we will see, a Grab Dragon's going to get two. And we'll only get one actually. Follow-up is pretty good though. Colin ends up with two. Both Rhines charge past each other here. There's another brawl breaking out on the point. This one determines who wins map 2 here of Lijiang. And it looks like this one's heavily going in the favor of Dabbing. Here we go. All kinds of damage going off here as their reinforcements of Dabbing are coming in. There's only 2 DPS left. Hammond coming out as a little Diva Bomb. Boo! Gonna get nothing but knock the Hammond away. Make him a bit low. This is the big brawl here. Let's see who can pull out the stops. Coalescence on the side of Zed as we still have the barrage in play here. There it goes, it's fired off. It will end up getting none. Double kill by Arson with the damage or Riptire going through on the side of Zed. Another double by Nick. Yeah, no, that's going to clear the point. Zed will take it in overtime, sending us to map 3 on Lijiang Gardens. Whew. A very close game, several close calls there, but it does end up being in the favor of Zed. Third map, this has a lot of potential here. This could either make it where Zed win 3-0, or we'll have a 2-1, which will end up giving Dabbing the chance to send us to a map 5. Let's see how this works out here. On the side of Zed, we are seeing a Pharah Soldier combo, of course with Brian Czar, and of course the Pharmacy, and Moira. Dabbing side, they're also running the Pharah Pharmacy combo. Rhine Diva though, with the McCree. Interesting picks here. Let's see as the brawl is coming to point. Bolter diving in, gonna get the charge and the damage done on death. Nice fire strike as well, doing some damage. Lots and lots of damage on those tanks, and they are both dealt with very, very quickly. And heck, Zachary going back to try to get Nick as well as he's going back to spawn, but he will be healed up. Chimson already at Coalescence. Beautiful play by him. That's already a huge advantage for his team in the next fight. But here you go. All the ults on the side of Dabbing are 50, so as well on Zed. Both teams keeping pretty well up with each other in the ult battle. Coalescence coming out on the side of Dabbing, just trying to burn through the shield and get the people in the back room. Oof, rip. Chimpton eliminated there by Nick on the soldier, but is rezzed. So this fight's even. Never mind. It looks like. Yeah, no, all of a sudden this has turned into a Zed F point as the Rhine charge got 2. Oh, never mind the barrage though, gonna try to at least off for a bit. No, we're gonna see Tac Fire to clear the point. Actually, not quite yet. Silent just going to dive back in on the Diva to try to contest for a little bit more percent. Rocking pretty well so far. Just teams coming back really quick. Chimson on the outside. Oh, a little late there on touching for his percent, so that's just a back out, I honestly think, because there you go. Never mind, they're going to lose Chimps and they'll be forced to back up towards their spawn. Both teams, though, have a lot of ults going into this fight. Zed have 4, Dabbing have 3. We're going to see where this goes, because a High Noon can definitely knock a Pharmacy out of the air if needed. And of course, you have the Shedder that can knock down opponents on either side. Colin, though, nice pick on Zachary, which is swapped to the Soldier. Gonna get the tag visor on his own. Let's see. 4 ults aside now. Let's see whose ults are stronger. Silent Monkey dropping the Diva Bomb in there. Ryan Shield gone. Shatters on both sides. Both tanks are down on the side of Zed. But here you go, Colin pulling Pharmacy. Not the Pharmacy, the Barrage. Not gonna get anything but eliminated. Vulture's gone on his team's side due to Slasher. And it looks like Death is raised. Nope. Zed gonna keep a strong hold on this control point map here. Oh, and it looks like they're even gonna stagger Hyper out a little bit. Zed is going to take the lead in percentage here for the first time on this third map here at Lijiang. Going quickly into the 70s. We're quickly nearing that point of no return, depending on how this next brawl goes. Could be the last. Here we go. Oh! Death is going to be charged to the back wall. Nope. However, the Reaper, played by Colin, going to clear some work out. Zachary getting 1 on tech. Grab out by Slasher, going to get 2. Both eliminated. Oh, it's just a big old brawl at this point. Arson stunned out of his coalescence, but that ain't going to stop Zed from keeping the point. Pallet, last hope here. Never mind, Vulture making his way back as well for dabbing. Let's see. Oh, he's going to dive away from the point, which will give Zed map 3. Making this at least a 3-0 victory in their favor. Congratulations to Zed F. However, all because there's 3 maps, 1 does not mean the game ends here. Next up is our escort map for the evening, Route 66. Ooh, my throat is dry AF. Great play there. I didn't quite catch who the Reaper was, but it was beautiful either way. I will say, entering this 4th map, you see a drunk rat out on either side of these teams, you gotta be careful. There's some scary riptires coming out of both of these teams today. Nothing less than doubles and triples for the most part. Kudos to those Junkrats. But, excuse me, sorry. As we get ready for map 4, let's see if there's any subs that need to be made. And if there is none, we will be jumping into map 4. Let's see. Zed is ready. Alright, both teams are ready. We're just going to go straight into map number 4. Route 66, 3-0, favor is Zed F. Will they be able to make it another 4-0 game here today? Or will Zed be able to fight back and take Route 66 and make it a 3-1? I will say though,
Traveling to Route 66.
so here we go, ladies and gents, Route 66. Beautiful map, gas station ahoy. Let's see what both these teams can pull out here. Slasher, at least from the assemble screen, looks like he's gonna be, or they're gonna be back on the Zenyatta. very good on it on Hanamura and King's Row. Wait, no, I think it was just King's Row. I don't remember. My memory's gone bad, but we'll see. On the defending end so far, all we have is a Brig, Reaper, McCree. There you go. There's the Rhine, Diva, and Moira. So gonna maybe try to keep it a bit of a close-knit comp here. On the side of Zed, we're seeing a Genji Hanzo combo. The Shimada brothers gonna be hooking up here for some DPS, as well as a Orisa Diva combo on the other side. Or on the tanks. Why did I say other side? Moira and Zen will be covering the heals for this team. Lots of mix and match in there on the side of Zed. Kind of an interesting comp to run. I want to see how this works out. And it looks like we will have a Diva battle just on the off tank spot, so that could make the difference. Hyper looking like a pretty ballerina there, spinning around on the Reaper. It's beautiful, especially with the gold guns. Makes it even better. Let's see how Dabbing can do here on their first defense. Route 66. Already nearing the first corner. Teams are fighting it out. Brig gonna knock the Hanzo really far away. Jeez. Not safe in the back lines at least. Bolter diving in, gonna get stopped by the fortified Orisa. Fire strike eaten by Darth. So just trying to get a couple of flanky plays. Oh, Bolter! Flanking around and getting death. Yeah. Charge was really nice, but the damage in the back was not. So here we go. Right now we just got Pallet. Never mind. We had Pallet on the payload trying to stall. Quickly annihilated by the 6 members of Zed ruling the roost here on the payload. And with that, it looks like we're going to see a very, very quick push through first point, Route 66. If they are already pushed through, they have 5 minutes left and another 2 picks as well. Make it almost 3. Yep, that's 3. And as their opposing teams are running away, they're going to push the payload with 1 person. Oh, there you go. Pallet going to get at least 1. And then Slasher says, no, we're not going to have that, and gets another. Yeah, nope, there you go. This team's a bit staggered. We're going to see how this works. We're going to see where this game goes as Bolter and Dabbing are going to try to hold their ground here. Not going to let Zed keep pushing with so much momentum. Dragons flying through the bar there. Gonna get none, but it will scatter out the opposing team. That's a pretty good idea, especially with the characters you're running. You're gonna get nice separation and allow for some easy picks. And right there, we're gonna see Nick getting at the head of the game, getting silent, and then quickly followed by 2 more by fellow teammates, Slasher, Darth, and even Colin getting in on this one. So there you go, 4 kills by 4 different people. Beautiful play. Zed will continue pushing the payload uncontested, entering point 3. Now we've seen this before. Teams entering this part with 5 minutes, and they have been shut down for the majority part. So we'll see what they do here. Shatter by Bolter, gonna get 4. Trans coming out just in time. The shield blocking off some of it. Darth gonna get 1 on their bomb. Coalescence out by Dabbing. Jesus, so many ults. Even the bongo's out, I just realized. Monkey, though, out of mech. As Coalescence by Arson coming out there. As Zed will continue pushing the payload. Nice plays there. As now we're just going to see if Dabbing can hold on. Bolter's low. There you go, quickly get charged up. Tired by Zachary coming left side. Let's see if we can get one. The answer is yes, it'll get the Zen in the back. Hyper also in the back. Howdy, gonna play with the Diva. Gonna have some fun there. Nick pulling out the Dragon Blade, going for the Orisa, just swinging his sword all through Orisa. Trying to get that to do something. It did, murder. Pallet, though, getting 2 with assistance from the rest of Dabbing. They will hold. First hold they've had so far on this map. Very good job by them. Can they hold it for 4 minutes? That was the big question. We will see. throat. Alright, sadly getting back in the mech. Both teams have all 6. Dragons flying back through again, all across the payload. Gonna get none, but we'll spread out the opposing team. As Death will knock Silent out of mech. Rallying the back lines by Pallet, but they're gonna get jumped on very, very quickly. Still not gonna die, but yeah, they're getting jumped on. Okay, there you go. Now they're gone. Zachary on the May. Good bit of stall tactics here. Oof, but obliterated as soon as he got out. Ooh, Hyper had a nice piece it looked like there, but is eaten by the Diva. And now we're just seeing coalescence coming out by dabbing. Trends. We have Transcendent, Diva Bomb, all kinds of ults coming out. As dabbing's trying to make their last stand. The May's gone. McCree coming out. Dragons by Zed here just cut off the left side. As Zed will take point 3. Pushing it all the way. They got a bit of time left as well. A little bit over 3 minutes, correct? Yeah, a little bit over 3 minutes. Let's look at the YouTube comments. You know what, Sen? Why not? Why we wait for this? Just for you, Sen. Yeet. Oh god, that sounded awful. Oof. You know, I'm not tired. It's just my throat is dead AF at the moment. I do a lot of commentary and I speak pretty fast. I mean, it's already last maps and yes, there you go. I said you're yeet. You're welcome. I'll give you that one. As we're now seeing the teams kind of assemble here into something of a some kind of comp. Yeah, about to say, Sen, you're a little late there. But I am glad you came out. At least thank you for the offer. But let's see here. We're seeing a Junkrat McCree, Ryan, Diva. Ooh, Colin on the Ana. Nice little shake up there with the Moira. 2 main heals. I'm down. Oh yeah. On the side of diving, looks like we're going to see a Torbjorn. I always love to see Torbjorns. Come on, don't tell me that's just a spawn room pick. That'd make me sad. Come on, someone actually run the Torbjorn. Do it. Oh no, son, it's fine. That's good. You good. Here we go. Oh, they gotta run the Torb. Please, Bolter. No, he swapped me to the Tracer. My hopes and dreams shattered. But beyond that, they are running the Arisa Diva. Going with the Moira Tracer Reaper Brig. Kind of an interesting comp to run the Brig in, honestly. I mean, there's not a lot of way to help push the Brig up into a fight, so they're mostly on their own. Kind of a weird strategy unless you're keeping them back for a flanker, maybe. I kind of want to see how this works, because they've been doing it a good bit. But Darth getting the first pick of the defense here on Bolter, so their flankers are already out of the way. Slasher getting another one on Pallet. You've already lost 2. And you have been stopped here on the first corner, at least due to those 2 things. Ooh! Death nearly getting the mini grab into the Reaper. Didn't quite work that way. Just gotta finish him off with a swing. As Zed are going to be pushing, dabbing back a good bit here. So Nick once again on the Junkrat. Bolter playing it as well. Let's see if the trend of fat tires continue. We'll see. Ooh. Hyper eliminated by Nick. Nice mind bomb combo. Shatter getting 3. And Nick gonna finish off Zachary. Slasher gonna get Chims and oof. And once again. Oh! Well, Death is definitely gonna get out of the way of that bomb by charging Silent into a wall. But Silent gonna end up getting 2. That ain't gonna stop Zed though, as they had the numbers. And they will buy their teammates a little bit of time to get back. Zed looking mighty fine though, and the ult department having 4 Diva Bombs coming up quick, which will make 5. On the side of dabbing though, they've got a couple at half, and they do have coalescence. Could give them a bit of a fight here, we'll see. Zachary though now swapping to the Rhine, gonna be the main tank. There you go, Pallet getting the first pick of this engagement, but with the Riptire, not gonna get any. Slasher gonna just hit the shield, but Nick getting a pick, Bolter getting a pick though. Numbers are staying pretty consistent. Let's see what happens. Coalescence out by Arson, just trying to keep his Ryan up. Shatter blocked by the shield. Good play by Zachary there to keep his shield up. Just gonna kind of keep drawing it out on the point. Silently getting behind the opposing diva. Gonna do something. Ooh, nice pin by Death. The Nano Ryan as well. That's gonna be scary. Coming on out of the little cubby. Hello, friends. Swinging the giant hammer. Gonna get a couple of hits. Only one of them though. But Nick gonna clean up the fire strike, getting a kill. And Darth gonna finish Hyper. So the tire by Bolter gonna get Ana in the back lines. Not bad. Not a bad play at all. They're getting one of the main supports and they have no res. So it's gonna be a long walk back for Granny. However, a little over a minute left here. Zed still holding strong near the gas station. We'll see what they can do. They're gonna have 2 ults at their disposal here. Dabbing have 3 ult advantage in their favor. Here you go, pulling out Coalescence early. Diva Bomb gonna pop and get none. However, Zachary getting a pair of kills. Silent also making it a trio. Oh well, that's not gonna stop Zed though from trying to contest. Let's see. Colin gonna get the Diva. And we will have a Diva Bomb and Tire coming out here. Getting 1 apiece. Gonna try to even back up the numbers here for Zed. Nano Ryan coming back out as Darth will get another pick. Another one for Darth, making it 3 in this engagement. As we will see Death beat up the Brig. Only 10 seconds for dabbing. They don't have much time left to get back to point. Silent's gonna try to get there, but isn't gonna quite make it. Gonna get slept. Someone did contest though. Zachary did contest. Just trying to hold off. We do have an exchange there. McCree getting Chims and Nick's just gonna wipe the floor with a couple. A lot of Zed picks. Excuse me. They end up with 4. However, the point's still contested here as you have Pallet coming in on the Brig. Never mind, it was a Brig destroyed by the by the Junkrat mine, or not mine bomb. And we will end on a damage orb kill by Arson. Another 4-0 here, ladies and gentlemen, going this time to Zed F. Great game, pretty close throughout for the most part, except for some reason on this last map things were pretty one-sided in favor of Zed F here. They had a very, very strong attack. Literally just a little over 3 minutes left on the clock. As we see a nice double by Darth there to end the game. Beautiful play by both teams. But with that, we do gotta name an MVP. Looking back at all the people we've seen play in today's game, I think MVP of this game is going to go to... I'm going to go to someone. Nick. Nick is my MVP of today's game. While yes, like there was a lot of great plays on the side of Zed, Nick was a part of most of them. Literally, almost every time he popped that tire, he got double and triple kills throughout the whole game. And some of the most clutch moments, especially Hanamura, he stopped multiple pushes with those tires. Very well played on that Junkrat, and his flexibility, just to name a few. We saw him on the Genji, I believe. We saw him on, I'm trying to think. I think he was a Tracer at one point as well. Just swapping around to different roles and characters. Just being an all-around, really flexible guy. So, in this 4-0 win for ZF, my MVP is Nick. Last Dinger 12. Congratulations to you, good sir. But with that, that will be the end of our broadcast. Final score once again, ladies and gentlemen. ZF 4, Dabbing 0. But with that, we still got a couple more games left on tap this weekend, I believe, for the league. I'll go check the game times. Yes, we got a pair of games coming up on Sunday, as we have the earlier of the two, Blackwatch versus Seven Sins at 4:30 CST. Then Twisted versus, I can't barely read that, Seven Watch. I can tell by the color of that green color, starting at 7:30 CST. So keep an eye on the channel to see those wonderful contests. But with that, that's going to be the end of our OPT broadcast. Hope to catch you next time.